Hey everyone, Kyle Erickson here. This is the Oppo Reno 8 Pro, and now that I've got this in my hands, I've got some initial thoughts. The Reno 8 Pro is the latest addition in the Reno series from Oppo, and I gotta say the design of this thing is absolutely stunning. The color on this version that I have here is called Glazed Green, which I really like. It's sort of like a muted turquoise that pops on the back of the phone, which is a seamless unibody design, meaning that this whole back piece is just a single piece of glass. So you get these smooth, elegant curves on the camera bump, which I love. It complements the large camera lenses at the back, and just the little details in here are so well done. Like even a little brushed metal piece by the flash. Oppo did an amazing job working the lenses into this design and making this feel a lot more natural without having a giant camera bump that just sticks out from the rest of the phone. That green color is not only on the back, but it also extends to the aluminum frame, and that combination of the glass back on the aluminum body definitely makes this feel like a premium phone. You've got a power button on the right side of the phone, and you've got volume buttons on the left, which all feel pretty natural and easy to touch. And I do want to look at the bottom of the phone for a second and call out a few things there. There's a pretty common layout with a speaker grill on the right, a USB-C port in the middle, and up to the left of that port you have a mic and SIM tray. Normally I don't like having that mic right beside the SIM tray because if you're not paying close attention, you can end up stabbing your SIM tool into your mic, which obviously isn't great. But the thing that I like about the Reno 8 Pro is the mic cutout is sort of elongated and just far enough away from the SIM tray where you can make a clear distinction between them. There's so many subtle but effective choices that have been made in this phone, and it's gotta be up there as one of my favorite designs ever. Not only that, but it only weighs in at 183 grams, which for an aluminum body at this size feels really light. Comparatively, most phones this size, at least flagships, end up weighing over 200 grams. So for me, that's a huge plus. I know it might not seem like that much, but I constantly rest my phone on my pinky finger, and I find that after a while it can be a little bit uncomfortable with heavy phones, and having something lighter like this does make a big difference. Speaking of the size, the display on this is a 6.7-inch 120Hz AMOLED screen with a 1080 by 2421 resolution and a 93.4% screen to body ratio, so really thin bezels on this. You've also got 960 nits peak brightness. It's quite sharp and the colors look fantastic. It's coated in Gorilla Glass 5, and it does come with a screen protector, so you've got decent scratch protection. Just from playing around with it a little bit here, it's super smooth. I haven't noticed any lag at all. The Reno 8 Pro is powered by a MediaTek Dimensity 8100 Max chipset, with this model having 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage, so lots of power and storage here. This is running Android 12 wrapped in ColorOS 12.1, and it looks really clean. Just navigating around, like I said before, just super clean scrolling, and the haptics I found are quite nice as well, which can be hit or miss with Android phones. So a win there. I haven't done a ton in the operating system yet, but so far it's quite impressive. The main camera is one of the more exciting things about the Reno 8 Pro that I'm really looking forward to digging into. It's a Sony IMX766 50 megapixel sensor with an f1.8 lens that's actually in quite a few flagship phones this year. It's supposed to be amazing for low light photos and video, which is all because of this Merisilicon X NPU that's packed in here. That NPU can do 18 trillion operations a second and produces 20-bit dynamic range. You've got 4K up to 30 frames per second, 22 apertures in portrait mode, bokeh flare adjustment, and a ton of other features. I'm going to be doing some in-depth testing on this camera specifically and posting the results either here on the channel or on my Instagram and Twitter, so be sure to check those out if you're interested. The front camera on here is a 32 megapixel sensor that I will test out as well. Beyond that, another great feature in here is the charging support. You've got 80-watt Super VOOC charging. Am I saying that right? I'm not sure if it's Super VOOC or Super VOOC. Anyway, it's 80-watt super ultra fast quick charging, but we'll just leave it at that. If your battery is running low, Oppo says this will give you a 50% charge in just 11 minutes. I have this UK charger here and I am in North America, so I can't test this power brick out specifically yet. Maybe I'll get an adapter or pick up a OnePlus Dart charger to work with this or something, but I've got a bunch of quick chargers here kicking around here too, so I'm sure that we can find something to effectively test this out. The battery is 4,500 milliamp hours, so it should be plenty to get a full day's use out of this and more. It doesn't support wireless charging, but with that quick charge option, it should be super convenient to just top this up whenever you're running low. So not really an issue for me there. It does, however, support Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.3. I have ran a quick speed test and it's super fast on my local network, which is a Wi-Fi 6 system. It's actually faster than my iPhone, which honestly I did find a bit surprising. I am really looking forward to diving into this phone more, especially with the camera, and I'd love to hear what you'd like to know about this phone, so drop a comment down below and let me know, and I'll do my best to capture that information. As always, if you enjoyed checking out this phone with me, rub that like button. If you want to see more tech-related content, or if you'd like to have a chat with me on how you think someone does simply walk into Mordor, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next upload.